Chapter 25. An Extraordinary Kind of Value. As retreat guests tour the village network and mingle with the members, they will learn about the appeal of being a community member. In the conventional economy, people must earn wages in order to purchase the basic necessities of life: housing, food, health care, childcare, education, and utilities. Much of the pressure individuals feel in modern society comes from the need to secure these necessities through income. The structure of the economy forces people into constant competition for wages because survival itself depends on them. In this community, those necessities are provided directly. Housing is shared and maintained collectively. Food is grown and prepared within the community. Healthcare is provided through a blend of naturopathic and conventional care. Childcare and education are integrated into the daily life of the village. Energy and water are managed as shared infrastructure rather than private expenses. Instead of wages purchasing survival, survival is guaranteed so that people can contribute their time and skills to the community. To help guests understand this difference, the invisible value of the system is presented visibly. They will be shown what the same needs, purchased individually through the conventional market, would cost annually in addition to some benefits that can't be valued. Natural housing built with non-toxic material, renewable utilities, organic food delivered in daily meal kits, non-toxic clothing and personal care products, cutting-edge naturopathic and holistic preventative and emergency health and hospice care, Waldorf-style private childcare and education, career training and job security and meaningful work, well-designed and maintained community infrastructure, access to mediation service and family and couples counseling, access to emotional support, animal, art, and music therapy, and belonging in an inclusive, tolerant, safe community with rich culture. Every member of the community receives these essentials as part of belonging. Rather than paying wages that must then be spent on survival, the community provides the foundation for a stable life directly. In exchange, each person contributes their time and talents towards sustaining the village. This structure creates a profound shift in how labor is valued. In the conventional economy, income differences often reflect market scarcity. Highly specialized professionals may earn many times more than workers performing tasks considered unskilled. Those differences can reinforce the belief that certain forms of labor are inherently more valuable than others. Instead of asking which skills command the highest market price, the community recognizes that every role sustaining the system is essential. The farmer who grows food, the builder who maintains homes, the caregiver who supports children, the practitioner who offers healing services, and the cook who prepares meals all contribute to the same shared ecosystem. Because every role is necessary for the community to function, every member receives the same level of livelihood support. The goal is not to deny that people possess diverse talents or training, but to recognize that the well-being of the community depends on the integration of many kinds of work. For visitors arriving from the outside world, this can create a moment of cognitive dissonance. Guests may notice that the chef preparing their meals, the healer guiding their wellness sessions, and the gardener tending the flower beds all receive the same exchange within the community. In the outside economy, those roles would likely command very disparate incomes. Rather than presenting this as a theoretical argument, the community allows guests to hear directly from the people who live this way. Some members of the village could earn significantly more money in the conventional economy. A physician might run a profitable private practice. A chef might work in an elite restaurant. A teacher or therapist might build a lucrative career serving wealthy clients. Many of them have already lived those lives. What they often describe is not simply the income they once earned, but the pressure that came with it, the long hours, the constant competition, the need to maintain status, and the subtle anxiety of protecting and growing personal wealth. Success in the conventional economy can bring many comforts, but it can also create a persistent sense of striving. In the village, that pressure largely disappears. With basic needs secured and the status hierarchy softened, people are free to focus on work that feels meaningful rather than work that maximizes income. A physician may practice medicine in a slower, more holistic way, spending more time with each patient. A chef may cook with ingredients grown just steps from the kitchen. Teachers may educate children through direct participation in the life of the community. The close relationships these professionals are able to maintain with their own community members gives a deeper sense of satisfaction that money can give. The trade they have made is simple but profound. They have exchanged a higher income for greater freedom, connection, and purpose. Guests quickly discover that the service they receive at the retreat is not driven by the pressures of the hospitality industry. The people preparing their meals, maintaining the land, and facilitating their healing experiences are not working for tips, commissions, or wages required for survival. They are members of a community contributing to something they believe in. That realization often changes how the experience is perceived. In most luxury environments, comfort is produced through layers of invisible labor performed by people who remain economically distant from the guests they serve. Here, the people providing care and hospitality are not a separate class of workers. They are neighbors, collaborators, and co-creators of the village itself. This structure also changes how money flows through the system. In a conventional retreat, most of the price a guest pays flows outward into corporate supply chains, real estate investors, luxury brands, and external contractors. In this community, the majority of resources circulate internally, sustaining the people and infrastructure that make the retreat possible. The retreat, therefore, becomes more than a place of personal healing. It becomes a living demonstration of a different kind of economy. Many wealthy guests arrive accustomed to thinking of wealth primarily in financial terms. Over the course of the retreat, they begin to encounter other forms of wealth that are harder to measure but deeply tangible: health, time, meaningful work, strong relationships, and a sense of belonging. Material wealth can purchase comfort, but it cannot easily purchase those other forms of richness. By the end of their stay, many guests will begin to see that the community is not rejecting prosperity. It is redefining it. In this village, wealth is measured not by what individuals accumulate, but by how securely and meaningfully people are able to live together. The retreat invites visitors to experience that possibility firsthand and to consider what kind of wealth truly matters.